Welcome to the Motor Hour, live from Seguin, Texas, featuring Beck Beck Buick GMC. Real people, real cars, real connection. Here's your host, Ron, founder of The Hat Media.
Good morning and welcome to the second of 13 worldwide podcasts presented by Beck Beck GMC Buick in Seguin, Texas. At Beck Beck, we know that purchasing your next car can be somewhat stressful, sometimes even intimidating at some dealerships. So we've created this podcast series to help eliminate all that stress by answering all the questions you might have about buying your next car or truck. The questions about finance, service, trade-ins, anything you want to know, just type in questions to the podcast and we'll get to them during the show or after the show or in a future segment. So also, while you're at the show, you can click on the QR code and see all the great inventory that Beck Beck GMC Buick has in stock right now and learn even more about the dealership. But so for right now, we're going to move on forward and bring in my guest host and owner of GMC Buick in Seguin, Mr. Grayson Beck.
Hey, how are you, Ron?
Doing great, sir. How are you today?
Doing pretty good.
How's family?
Family's good. Family's
good. Good week at the dealership?
Yeah, it's going okay. I've had pretty good weather, so.
Lots of families coming and get new cars this week?
So. I think most people are kind of on their family vacations, kicking off summer.
Yeah, there's a lot of people at the park. I was on a motorcycle trip this weekend. There was a lot of people at the state parks. Last week we talked about something that's really important to the dealership, and that's the Beck Beck Feeling. Can you tell us more about why that makes your dealership so special?
Yeah, it's we're a destination store. A lot of people have to drive a long way to get to us, so we work a lot of deals over the phone. We try to make the process less intimidating, ease their experience. We understand people are busy, so if they live close enough, if they have a lunch break, we'll take the car to them for lunch so they can test drive. I mean, we have to get real creative because like I said, we're kind of a destination store, and the only thing that can separate us is their experience. So,
wow, that's good. That's good. It's important, especially to give the small town feeling to big town customers, isn't it?
For sure.
Well, that's the Beck Beck Feeling. I know we also talked about how it carries over into all of your departments. And with new cars lasting such a long time, having a great service department is really important to a dealership because it helps your customers get the most from their vehicles. And I understand you have a very unique situation there. Your service manager has been with your dealership a long, long time. Would you like to introduce him to everybody?
Yeah, sure. His name's Tim Dudley. He's been with this store for 33 years. So.
Wow. Hi, Tim. Welcome to the podcast.
Good morning, gentlemen. How are y'all this morning?
Doing great. I know you're busy because all service departments are busy, but you have a few minutes to tell us about you and your history at the dealership?
Yes, sir, I do. We have the doors locked, so they can't sneak in there. So we're good.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, sir.
No, you go ahead, sir.
I've been at this dealership for 33 years. I just had a birthday or an anniversary. So I've been here a pretty good while.
Wow. Cars have changed a lot over the years, haven't they?
Oh, yes, sir. When I started, carburetors.
Yeah. So you're probably in continuous training to keep up with the times.
Oh, yeah. We do training every year. We're fixing to be we're in the second quarter right now of training.
Are EVs becoming more important in the training or tell me about that?
Oh, yeah. We started, actually it was last year, started on training last year for the EVs. And we actually, pretty fortunate. We actually have two gentlemen here that's EV certified master.
Wow. That's rare at a dealership.
Yes, sir.
It's rare to find one. That's really neat. Are all your techs certified?
Yes, sir. Every one of them. We have, actually, I have a young man that's he's 20.
Wow.
And he we just give him, me and Grayson actually give him his world-class trophy last week. He's 20.
Wow.
It's amazing.
That's pretty incredible. That's a motivated young man.
Yes, sir. I
Maybe
wish
he's
I could find more of him.
maybe he's going to take your place when you retire, huh?
That's good. He's in training.
Good, good. Well, tell me, most people don't know this, but no matter what kind of car you drive, you can bring it to Beck and Beck if you've got a problem, right?
Oh yeah, I'll work on pretty much anything.
Is there anything you won't work on?
Not really. I don't really work on big trucks. Like big trucks.
Yeah,
Anything that's pretty much got a motor in it, we'll work on it.
that's cool. Well, let's say I've got a GMC pickup, a 2000 model with 100,000 miles on it, and I'm thinking about trading it in. I want to get the most from my money, of course. What are the most important things I can do to that truck to get the most value for my money at trade in? And even more importantly, what can I do with any vehicle to keep it maintained properly to service me for a lifetime?
Well, your General Motors recommends at certain intervals have a maintenance schedule, so make sure you follow that maintenance schedule. And it's always good if you go to one place, the dealer. We have records of the maintenance that's been done on it, so any history we'll have. Keep your history, so when you go to sell it, everybody can see what's been done. There's no questions. How you taking care of the vehicle.
That's really important nowadays because there's so many people out there scamming people on vehicles that having a solid history is really important.
Yes.
Is there any kind of warranty that comes with a pre-owned vehicle in your shop?
Yes, a pre-owned vehicle. Of course, it has they add the warranty after the CPOs has a CPO warranty.
But you put it through a segment of things, right, to inspect
Yeah.
before you put it out on the lot. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, so we do a 100. It's an inspection. Everything gets checked on CPOs. If there's anything that needs to be replaced that's questionable, it's replaced. So when they get
Tell our listeners what a CPO is.
It's a certified pre-owned vehicle.
Ah, there you go, folks. See, certified. That means people with qualifications like this gentleman have checked that car out. And chances are pretty good you can trust it to be a good vehicle when you drive off the lot.
Yes.
So that's really important. How many techs do you have?
We have 5 main techs, and I have 4 lube techs.
So you get people in and out pretty quick on routine maintenance, I guess.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's great.
We also do walk-ins too. So if it's somebody, and I tell everybody, if you're too busy when you get here, I do not mind taking you to work. I'll pick you up. Just convenience for the customer.
That's great. You do something else at your dealership that I've never heard of before, and I think it is one of the coolest things I've ever heard of. You have a system that allows the customer to keep track of their progress of their vehicle while it's going through the service process. They can actually see and hear, maybe, I think, what's going on. Tell me about that.
We have a system called X-Time. So when the vehicle comes in, everything is electronic. So when the technician checks the vehicle out, we can actually send everything to the customer. We can send video of the inspection, photos. If we find something that's wrong, they can approve it right there. They don't even have to come in. They can pay for everything over the app. It's a really nice system.
Well, that's brilliant. I mean, what more trust can you build than to be that transparent? I know in the past people have wondered, did they really do that work? Was it really that problem? But being actually able to see it in real time like that, wow, that's really building trust. That is the Beck and Beck feeling right there. To me, that's really cool. Congratulations on something neat. Anything you do to every vehicle before it leaves your shop?
Every vehicle, well, if it's in for maintenance, we vacuum out. If we do oil changes, they're clean. Like I say, the video and the photos goes with the MPVI when they do it. So if there's any questions, or everybody knows exactly what we did, we show it to them as we go through it, so they can see the process as we do it.
Well, I've never heard of any other dealership doing something like that. That is really neat. Folks, you can trust Beck and Beck GMC Buick. no matter what you drive, at least start using them for service. They'll sell you a car for sure if you want one, but you may not need one right now, but you need to take care of it. So no matter what you drive, start establishing a relationship with this dealership that you can trust in Seguin. It's really, really important. Tom, it was really great talking to you today, and I know we're going to talk to you some more in the future on specific things about service. So we'll let you unlock your door and let the hounds in, and we'll talk to Grayson for a minute. But first, let's get a word from the sponsor.
Thank you.
Beck GMC in Seguin, formerly Secting Motors. I know many of you have trusted your vehicles with Tim Dudley in our service department for many years, and I want you to know that we're still here ready to serve you. And if you want to talk cars, trucks, anything, my door is always open. After all, we are 3 generations of Becks in the car business, so come see us at Beck Beck Buick GMC, 603 East Kingsbury Street in Seguin, Texas.
All right, welcome back. Hello, Grayson.
Hey.
What a great choice you made in having Tom as your service manager. Are all your managers like him?
Yeah. We've been very blessed since we had the store. We've had a really good opportunity to keep a lot of people who are local and have been here for a long time, and that's the biggest thing for me is I couldn't do anything without all of them.
That's great because it's all about team, isn't it?
Yeah. It's definitely a team effort.
Yep. From the minute the car pulls in, not just one person touches it. Many people from the lot porter all the way to the general manager knows what's going on with your car when it's at Beck and Beck, and you know what's going on with your car when it's at Beck and Beck, thanks to that really neat system. I'd like to do something a little different today. I think we missed the boat last week in not talking about some of the great products that you have on your lot. If I'm a family man, I've got a couple of kids and a dog, and I'm looking for a new car, the Acadia seems like a great pick for me. Tell me more about that car.
Yeah, so General Motors, they revamped it. They made it a little bit bigger again. It's got a full 3 rows, rear AC. I mean, they did a really nice job with it. It essentially kind of looks like a Yukon, just a little bit smaller, because when it comes down to that, it really comes down to affordability, what your needs are, garage space, all sorts of things. So, and
there's lots of trim levels, I noticed.
Yeah. So you have 3 trim levels. You have the Elevation, and then you have the AT4 and the Denali.
The Denali, I sat in the Denali yesterday, and that car is every bit as luxurious and well-built as any European or Japanese luxury car. And the price tag is half. It's a great American value. I think it's a really neat vehicle. I love what they've done to the Acadia this year. So anything else you want to tell me about that car? What kind of electronic features does it have in it?
It's got a huge display. It's all digital. It's all built into the screen, your garage remotes to your heads-up display. It comes standard with backseat buckets. I mean, it's a pretty sharp car for the price point that they made it.
I was impressed, really impressed. The GMC line is just amazing. And Buick is another product that, it's probably one of the oldest car makers on the planet. Buick started way back in the 1900s. It was one of the first car manufacturers. And then in the middle of maybe the 80s or so, 90s, it had some ups and downs. But in the last 10 or 15 years, the company has come roaring back with high quality vehicles and beautiful design vehicles. The one I really like is the convertible that I saw the other day. Tell me about that car.
Yeah, so they stopped making the Cascada, but they did do a good job revamping that image as well. They have a new logo. Really stepped it up as far as the luxurious side of it went. General Motors is doing a good job rebranding the Buick products in the Buick line.
The other thing I ran across that I hadn't seen yet was the new Hummer pickup, and I really like it. I like the downsize. The big Hummer, the H2, was too much for me, but this thing seems like it's priced right and just the right size, and it's a beast. It looks really neat.
Yeah.
Is it still what type of engine does it have in it? Does it have a diesel yet?
No. The Hummers. General Motors came out with the Hummers, and they are full EV.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and the
Wow.
best way that we've been able to help people get into them is through a lease program. So the lease is probably the best way to go on the Hummers, just because of the uncertainty of where that market's going in the future.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, folks, now that I know it's an EV, there is another car company that makes EVs and another one that, that car makes a truck. And I think it's the ugliest thing I've ever seen. This Hummer is really good looking. It looks like a real truck. If you're in the market for an EV truck, there you go. Come see it. It's a really nice vehicle. We have really enjoyed today's show. It's fun to work with such a great group of people, and I'm looking forward to next week's show as well. Anything else you want to talk about today?
No. Again, I think this is fun to build on and get us out there, and people get to understand us and kind of get to meet us versus having to walk in here and meet a stranger.
Good. Well, I certainly can't let you go without asking you what's a great reason to come in and buy a new vehicle at Beck and Beck today.
We're very motivated to sell. It's we got a lot of really good deals on trucks, heavy duty trucks, even some of the Envisions, the smaller Buicks. I mean, we're ready to make a deal with anybody.
Well, good. Well, I know people are ready to make deals with you too, because money is important and they want to get the best deal they can. But even more important than that, people want somebody they can trust today. And what you're doing with this podcast and the series of questions that we're going to get into, and is really helping establish that trust, and that will help people buy cars from you. I'm confident of it. So thank you for joining us today. We encourage everybody to stay tuned in. Go by today and meet Tom. Bring him a nice glass of water or something. Let him talk to you about your car, because he can tell you how to keep it running a long time. While you're there, stop in and see Grayson and meet the rest of the team. Look at some beautiful cars and in a very, very nice dealership. But for now, that's a wrap for this week. We'll see you next week, same time, same place. It's the Beck and Beck Auto Hour, Beck and Beck GMC Buick in Seguin, Texas. Thank you for tuning in. Goodbye.